As the football season draws to a close, I came to the offices of The Love Supreme, the Sunderland fanzine, to talk to their editor Martyn McFadden about the season, Steve Bruce, and the summer ahead. So, how would you sum up Sunderland's season?
Average really. I mean, we obviously started off pretty well and everyone started talking about Europe, and then we went on a 3-month run without winning a game for various reasons: injuries, suspensions, selling your most potent player, and then obviously paid for that because we didn't have the squad. So I think everyone kind of had their expectations raised in the first half of the season, and in the second half of the season we've just been glad to limp home over the finishing line. Well, I think people will look at the sort of sale of Darren Bent, where we were doing well up at that point. I mean, we actually won the next game after he went, but I think when you've only got 4 strikers at the club and 2 of them are injured, then obviously selling the one that scores most goals would always look like a mistake. The period when we sold Bent, he wasn't actually probably deserving of a place in the starting lineup, but then Welbeck got injured, Campbell didn't come back from injury, and Jean was left up front on his own. So yeah, I think sort of the sale of Darren Bent is probably the pivotal point of the season. With football managers, if you do well, they take the acclaim, and if they do badly, then they take the blame. So I think the buck stops with the manager. So obviously, if we'd got to the cup final and won it, then Steve Bruce would have been a hero, and if we'd got relegated, he would have been a villain. So because the season's been ultimately average, you'd look at the manager. You know, it is the sort of, he hires and fires, he chooses the players. I think he's been here long enough to sort of completely overturn the staff, the playing staff, and make it his team and his image. And I think it's a little bit strange that he now thinks that we need up to 8 new players, because he's already kind of completely rebuilt the team. But it turns out that they're actually kind of not up to scratch. At the same time, I think if they finish well in the last couple of games, we could have our best finish for some time in the Premier League. So it's really all about the stats, isn't it, and where we finish at the end of the season. But I think his weaknesses have been exposed as the season's progressed, and I think that's plain to see, really.